I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm a little bit skeptical about this electric grill brush product here. I've never used one before. I've just used this to scrape stuff off of my smoker grill here and my flat top grill over there. But I'm not gonna speak too soon. I wanna see how this thing does in comparison to my normal method. So let's give this a fair test. So here's what we're working with. I have got a bunch of crap on this part here, and then kind of this bottom part that catches all the grease and crap here. I'm going to use the spatula on one side, the electric brush on the other, and we'll see what outperforms which. All right, let's see how my spatula does. I mean, it removes everything just fine, but what it's not getting is all the stuff on the sides right there. It's just getting what's on the top, so I guess that is probably one disadvantage of just using your classic old spatula. All right, let's try the electric brush now. It has 3 different speeds: high, medium, and low. Let's just start on the low setting and see how it does. Okay, it's definitely working. I'm curious if it's getting the stuff on the sides that the spatula was missing. And I actually think it's doing a pretty good job of that. Now I'm going to bump up the speed. Okay, here's medium. Okay, that's a lot better. It's removing a lot more. And then here's high. And that works pretty freaking good, I'll be honest. And it's nice because you don't have to apply a lot of pressure. You know, a little bit of pressure to make sure it's making contact. But those metal wires, and look how dirty those are now. Those metal wires are doing some serious work. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but here on the right is where I was using the electric brush. On the left is where I was scraping with the spatula. And that is a big difference. You can see these wires here on the right are way more clean and polished. The ones on the left still have gunk all over the sides. So good job to the brush on that. All right, now we're just gonna, same scenario, but we're just gonna have more of an even playing field here with just the flat top of this smoker here. So the spatula works pretty dang well against this. I do have to apply quite a bit of pressure to get a result, but that works pretty good. Now the brush on the low setting. Works pretty well. And there's some big chunks here I'm trying to work on. It's doing an okay job with those. Let's go on the medium setting. All right, not bad. In the high setting. Okay, so in this case, I think the spatula has a little bit of a leg up because it has that sharp edge to scrape. You can apply a lot of pressure while the brush is getting the surface level stuff, but it's not really getting a lot of the chunks that the spatula was doing, but still did a good job. So let me show you really quick everything this comes with. As you can tell, this does not plug in to like the wall or anything. It charges, or it has a little battery inside that you charge. So it just comes with a Type-C charger. And then you can see the battery life here when you turn it on. So I had that fully charged. You can adjust the head here by just pushing this button. So you could go at a few different angles depending on your preference. Comes with a pair of gloves as well. That's not a huge selling point. I don't usually work with gloves, but this is kind of cool. This is a different head you can put on there. And I believe how this is advertised is you can dip this in water. And then if you've got a hot surface like a griddle pan, a flat top grill, this would do a lot of good work on getting a lot of the stuff off of that, and like will steam clean the surface. I'm not going to test that for you today, but that's actually a pretty nice feature. And this is really rough. This is not like a normal sponge. That is a pretty rough grade there. So I think it would do a good job cleaning. This proved me wrong. This is actually a pretty sick little product. I would not use the spatula for cleaning my griddle, especially those grates. This does a dang good job cleaning all around those bars of your grill. This works really good. It's effortless. I like the 3 different speeds. I like that you can adjust the head. I don't like having stuff like this around the house that you have to charge up, but I've heard the battery life on here, depending on your speed setting, can be like 30 to 60 minutes of runtime. There's no way you're gonna sit there and clean a grill for an hour. So I think this would last quite a while, just in between those barbecues you have, or just however often you use your grill. So yeah, lightweight, easy to hold, easy to use. It works super well, as I tested and you saw. So for the price, this seems like a really good product. I would definitely go check this one out.